Good morning, you guys. Welcome to another video. My name is Nayiri. If you're new here, I'm a psychiatry resident doctor in LA and I share what my life is like. We're gonna do a 24-hour call shift. I'm gonna take you guys with me. I'm on call today. It is a random Tuesday in the middle of the week, so let's just do the thing and get it over with. These days are usually really long naturally. I always love to start my work days, especially my call days, with a gym session in the morning. So let's just quickly go back to 6 a.m. 5:30 this morning when I woke up for a 6 a.m. workout class. Good morning, you guys. It is too early. Why does it look yellow? Hold on. It's too early to be doing this, but here we are. It's like 5:38 or something like that. We are awake because we're going to the gym because we have been on our 6 a.m. ritual. I am making my pre-workout shot of espresso. And I'm gonna do half a banana with peanut butter. And I'm gonna head out. Today I'm on call, so it's kind of why I am interested in getting the gym over with, because I'll be working till really late. So I'm gonna have my snack and head to the gym. Today is Tuesday, so it is agility day, which I love. Agility day is very much like athletic training, so it's a lot of fun. My banana is old as heck, but I'm out of waffles and I usually have waffles, so whatever. It'll do. Okay. I'm gonna hit the gym. I'll see you guys after when I'm actually awake. Okay, you guys, I am back from the gym. I am alert, awake, and I am wearing the absolute cutest. I'm sorry, you cannot say that this is not the cutest Fabletics scrubs color. It is purple. It is one of their new colors. I mean, it's stunning. Look how pretty it is. So cute. I love it. I just got it in the mail 2 days ago. It's my first time wearing it, but I will put a Fabletics link for you guys. Like basically 90% of my scrubs are Fabletics, but anyways, I just wanted to share it because I'm wearing them for the first time. We're gonna make coffee, we're gonna make breakfast. I am working in the Psych ED. So I work in the emergency department. I see the psychiatric patients, so patients who basically come in for any mental health concern. And yeah, after they're medically cleared, I go and evaluate them. I assess their need for hospitalization, and I'm on a 24-hour call, so I'll talk to you guys a little bit about that later on. But we're gonna make coffee, we're gonna do all the things, and good morning. Okay. I'm gonna use my purple mug so we match. So cute. Sometimes when you just work every day, it's the little things that bring you joy and happiness. So focus on the little things, like matching your cup to your scrubs. I take prenatals from Ritual and I love them. I just finished my first month and I'm on like a subscription, so they will send it to me every month. So I'm hoping it arrives today because it's done today. So, and then I take vitamin D3. I recommend before you guys supplement anything, so that you don't waste your money, and supplements are not benign, you get a lab test with your PCP to see what you are deficient in, if anything. And like the big players would be vitamin B12 and vitamin D. I am honestly, most Americans are probably low in vitamin D because we just don't see the sun. And then vitamin B12 I used to be low in a little while back because I was like doing this whole plant-based thing, so I was very low in B12, which is actually very dangerous. You don't want to be low in B12. You can get lots of problems, neurologic problems. I usually make my coffee with cashew milk, but recently I've been wanting like
basically cafe coffee at home, but so I was like, what can I get that's not terrible for you, but also just like makes my coffee a little fun sometimes? And I got this Nut Pods creamer. I actually used to work with Nut Pods a long time ago. I haven't used it in a while. It is unsweetened, dairy-free French vanilla creamer, 0 grams of sugar per serving. It does have some gums in it, but that doesn't really bother me because most of the other things I eat in my diet like don't have things like this, so this is very much a treat for me. And it could be worse. Like there are other brands that are a lot more popular of like syrups and creamers and stuff for coffees that have carrageenan and like aspartame and stuff in it, so that I like made sure that I'm avoiding. But gums, like I will survive because I'm putting a little, and this is like such a small part of my diet. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that for like just for funsies, you know. Again, just sometimes you just want to make your daily stuff a little more fun, bring a little joy to your life. And if that means using a creamer that has a little bit of gums in it, I'm gonna survive, I promise. It's good, it's good. You don't need a lot, that's the thing, it goes a long way. So, I'm very happy with this one. Okay, I'm gonna quickly, this is hot, yeah. I'm gonna quickly make breakfast because lately I've been like wanting to make my own breakfast. Hold on, I need to move you so that you can actually see what the heck's going on. But honestly, my favorite breakfast is literally avocado toast with an omelet because it's just perfect. It hits your carbs, the proteins, the fats, and it's such a good post-workout. I'm kind of in a rush now. I make my omelet with 1 egg and egg whites. It just adds extra protein. So I also, because I'm on a call shift, I'm gonna be packing food with me. So I'm gonna take this coconut tofu stir fry that I made last night. I actually made it for dinner, but then instead of having that for dinner, we had quesadillas. And then I'm gonna take a fruit cup that I actually got from the hospital yesterday, but I haven't eaten yet. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna make breakfast and head out the door, so I'll catch you guys in a little bit. All right, I'm like almost at work, but I was just thinking of something that happened yesterday, and it's so interesting to me because we ask every patient, like I ask every patient that I see what drugs they use and when the last time they used is and things like that. It's super important, especially if you're going to withdraw from these drugs, or I'm trying to make a diagnosis and trying to see, is this substance-induced psychosis or is this an actually primary psychiatric diagnosis? So super important, right? And regardless of whether they're honest or not, and most of the time they are, we always do a urine drug screen. So we do a test and it will give us the answers. So I had this patient, and very obviously they were on some sort of substance because their pupils were just ginormous. And here's another thing, like you're speaking to doctors and we do physical exams, right? And so when I'm looking at you and your pupils are ginormous, they are so dilated, that means you are on some substance, because that is not normal. So I'm like, just be for real. Like, this is not this is a judgment-free zone. I'm asking you because it's actually necessary and important. Just what substances did you use last night? Nothing. What do you generally use? Nothing. I'm like, dude, have you taken a look in the mirror? You're on something. Just be honest, because we're gonna do a urine drug screen and it's gonna come out anyways. Like, just it will help me make my decision on how I can help you quicker if you're just honest with me. And it's just so interesting because like there is also physical exam findings that even if you lie to your doctor, like they can see it. Like I can see it. I'm looking at it, you know? Anyways, it's interesting because I feel like my job in general is interesting as a psychiatrist resident. But I love it. And I've been loving the ED because I like the fact that you don't know what's gonna walk in the door, but at the same time, like if we need to intubate someone, it's not my problem. You know what I mean? Like I can manage the calm patient, the anxious patient, the angry patient, the depressed patient, the suicidal patient. Like those are all the things that I manage, and it's just fun to not kind of know what's gonna happen or who's gonna walk through the door and what problem they're gonna be presenting with. And then it also is actually really challenging because you have to, or like I put a lot of pressure on myself to make the right call, and then you remind yourself like there just is no right call. There is the calls that you make based on clinical judgment. And I have just like been practicing those skills and trying to hone in on them and hone in on like things to look out for that make, you know, a patient reliable versus not, and that make me suspicious of something versus not, and how to make an appropriate and I guess the word is a safe call, because essentially the question I answer with every patient I see is, does this patient need to be hospitalized, or are they safe enough to go home and follow up outpatient or whatever. So the hospitalization versus no hospitalization is a pretty big deal, because essentially if the answer is yes, you are going to put them on a 72-hour hold, and I don't take that lightly. So yeah, that's my little spiel of be honest with your doctors. Like, we are asking questions because it matters with how we're going to help you. And now I just got to work, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Usually once I get to work, I log into the computer and like see how the patient census is and stuff, like how the ED is looking. And I go down to the ED and I say hi to everyone and talk to them and let them know I'm here if they need anything. So I just did that. I'm gonna go back to my office, have breakfast, and then we'll see what rolls in. Lunch. Having lunch real quick. Yeah. Okay, you guys, it's about 6 right now. I've basically just been seeing people in the ED. There were a couple of patients that I evaluated. I had lunch, I had dinner, I worked on my notes, I wrote the holds that needed to be held. All my co-residents now signed out to me, and I have 2 new consults. So once I'm on call and like everyone else goes home, I hold the call phone and the psych consult phone. So if any other doctor in the hospital is requesting psychiatry to evaluate a patient, I do that. So I'm gonna go and see these 2 consults. So my general like ED shift today during the day was pretty fine. I just saw a couple people. Usually, or like sometimes, it will be a little challenging whether or not a person should be hospitalized or not, but today's patients were like pretty straightforward. And then after around like 3, my co-residents start to sign out to me, meaning they are ready to go home for the day, and they will tell me info about their patients, because from 3 p.m. to overnight, so until tomorrow 8 a.m., I will be responsible for everyone's patients. So like all the residents team patients, or like all the patients on the resident team, I am responsible for. So if anything acute happens, the nursing staff will call me for recommendations on how to manage them. So they kind of give me a rundown of like the patients, what's going on with them, and then like if they're agitated or if something happens, what emergency medication they recommend. So that is kind of what happened. And then I wait until about 7. That is when I'll see new patients if they come through the ED, and I will see new consults if need be, because I'm also covering the consult service. So what a consult service is, like a patient is, say they came here for a headache, they got admitted to the general medicine floor hospital, but then the primary team for some reason wants them to be evaluated by psychiatry. They will consult the psychiatry team. So say like they're being agitated, they are hallucinating, they are being delusional, they are now saying they want to kill themselves, like any reason that psychiatry should be consulted, they will consult us for it. But I'm on my way home now. I'll basically answer the phone if I get a call until 8 a.m. tomorrow when I go in, and I give the phone to tomorrow's person. I am really praying that I don't get called, because The thing about my 24-hour shift is, as a first-year resident, you are not allowed by ACGME requirements to work more than 16 hours. So the caveat that they, or like kind of the way they get around this, is by having us work a 24-hour shift, quote unquote, but you're able to go home at like 7, 8 whenever your work is done and finish home call. So the time that you're at home is not considered working unless you get a phone call. But the thing is, when you do this sort of half call at the hospital, half at home, you don't get a post-call day, meaning the next day you don't have off. I have to go to work at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So if I get called at 1 a.m., if I get called at 11 p.m., 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 5:30 a.m., I haven't slept all night, but I still have to go in the next day for a full day of work. That has happened frequently, actually. That has happened, and that just sucks. But the pro is that I get to go home. I already had dinner, but I could hang out with my husband, you know, if I have kids, the pro is you could sleep in your own bed, which to me is a big pro. However, starting second year, we'll be doing a 24-hour call where you're actually at the hospital from 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. for a whole 24 hours. And when you do that, we get a post-call day. So this is the day after, when you wake up at 8 a.m. and you sign out, you have that day off. I'm going to keep talking about this because I could talk about it for a long time. But that is kind of the nuance between call this year and then call next year, like actual 24 hours. I will start in July when I become a second year. Wow, how exciting. How exciting. So I'm going to go home. I think I'm going to shower. I'm going to plop on the couch. I'm going to watch Ginny and Georgia, which I'm watching on Netflix, which is actually pretty good. Hang out with my husband. Have dessert and sleep. I'm going to try to sleep by 10 because I'm planning on doing a 6 a.m. workout tomorrow again. The thing is, if I don't sleep at all at night, like if I keep getting calls, it's going to suck to do a 6 a.m. So we'll kind of see. I'm aiming for it. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at 5:30. Bye. Oh my god. Good morning, you guys. 5:35 a.m. I'm so happy to report that I did not get a single phone call last night so far. I'm gonna take my phone with me to the gym, but we're gonna go work out and we're gonna go to work, and yeah, that's all I have to say for now. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's only Wednesday today. It feels like the week has been way longer, but I'm gonna have my pre-workout snack and we're gonna head to the gym. Hey you guys, here we meet again. I just got home from the gym, showered, got ready. I'm just gonna have my coffee and head into work. This is officially the end of my 24-hour call shift, or it will be in like 40 minutes. But yeah, this shift was pretty good, not gonna lie. The fact that I get to sleep and like be a normal human during today is such a blessing. I have a regular work day today, but then I'm also on call on Friday. So, and then after that I go on vacation. So we are holding on to this little glimmer of hope, which is said vacation. And yeah, that's about all the excitement that happens when I'm working on call. I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on all the socials. Don't forget to take care of yourself. You matter just the way you are. And I'll see you again very soon in my next video. Bye guys.